don't make these mistakes when you're buying land. A lot of first-time buyers or new buyers make a handful of common mistakes. I've seen it a lot of times. I'll give them to you, the ones that come to mind. Not going to be in any particular order, but I'm going to start with being too impatient, wanting it now instead of doing what it takes to really get in position to buy it a little bit later. They got to have it now, got to hurry up and get it. Hunting season's coming, or somebody else has bought some land and they just feel like, they're if they don't do it now, they're missing opportunity for a lifetime. And a lot of times rushing around on something like that, rushing around with real estate, can get a person in a lot of trouble. And the way I see it in our industry, people using seller finance to buy property. Now, there's nothing wrong with seller finance or owner finance or land contracts or seller carrying the note or bond for deed or contract for deed, things like that. It's called a lot of different things. Every state, every place got a lot of different language. But at the end of the day, it's where the owner of the property is financing it for you for a small down payment or no down payment at all. Hey, that's legitimate, but so many people don't understand all the landmines that are involved in that. I've heard so many war stories and horror stories on that, seen some of them personally with old clients. I'm not going to get into them right now, but just trust me when I say be real careful with seller finance deals. If you truly don't understand all the ins and outs, don't be ignorant. Ask. Don't be arrogant. Don't think that you know, or that, you've heard, or you got a friend that told you XYZ. Now you're an expert. Come on, don't be ignorant, don't be arrogant, because you're dealing with a lot of money and you're dealing with some expensive mistakes if you step on a seller finance landmine. So many things can go wrong with that. There are unscrupulous owners out there that are selling their property at owner finance or seller finance deals, and they're just going to take advantage of a lot of folks. That is just that's just their business model. And there are other people out there that aren't intent on hurting anybody or defrauding or scamming anybody, but life changed for them. They're suddenly under the gun financially, and there's a massive amount of pressure from a lender, from their own personal financial situation, and they end up doing things that are going to help themselves and harm you. So if you're set on buying it now and you don't have the money to put a good down payment down and use a traditional lender, or if you just want, give somebody a little down payment and let them finance it for you, and you're just set on that, that's your business. You're a big boy. Knock yourself out. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying investigate it fully. Spend a little money on a good title company, a good attorney, and ask questions. Get it all papered up. Do not take my word or any seller's word on anything on a handshake. If you can't paper it up fully, you need to run from it, because one day you're going to be gone. The seller's going to be gone, and all that's left is what's on paper, and you want to make sure you've got it done right. And you don't want to sink your hard-earned money into something now, make a bunch of payments monthly, quarterly, yearly, whatever, and then have something go bad on you. And it does, and it will for a lot of people. So anyway, big landmine, seller finance. Tread carefully. I'll just throw in, forgot to do it. If you want some details on that, go to my YouTube channel. Just go to RecLand Talks at YouTube, and you'll see, I think, buyer beware, or beware of scams, or beware of seller finance. Can't remember the exact title of it, but it's about a 7 or 8 minute video where I get into the details of what can go wrong with owner finance deals. It may be useful to you.